Going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. I do drop new content on this channel every single day. So with that being said, let's get right into it. It is Tuesday, March 9th. Almost market is closed, and I want to talk about Sndl, Sundial Growers. Now, currently sitting at $1.39. It is up about 17, almost 18% on the day. As usual, trading crazy volume. And again, I first let you guys know about Sndl back on January 4th at 47 cents. It has grown significantly since then. If we quickly take a look at the chart here for Sndl, obviously, in my opinion, since the Biden administration has been inaugurated till now, we are looking at a pretty massive jump in gains. So here we are. This is around the day that Biden was inaugurated here, which was 11/5, 11/6. And it slowly popped up around the time Biden was elected, and then popped up again, and then really leveled out, and then really took off on February 10th. It was clear almost $4 on that day. Has since fallen back down to earth, and I really think now is the time to be looking at Sndl, trying to maybe enter at this given price point. I wanted to talk today about why I am still bullish on sundial growers, and really why, if anything, at minimal, you guys should be adding Sndl to your watch list if you haven't already. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. All right, so first off, sundial growers, you guys, if you are unfamiliar with them, cannabis company based in Canada, right? For a long time, they were focused on the retail side, on the wholesale side, of cannabis and cannabis sales, and they've really been taking a step in the direction of the retail side. So you can see here, they've got a lot of things going on. They're really focusing on the retail side, like I said, pens, tinctures, oils, things like that, planting seeds, everything from the beginning to the end of cannabis production to consumption. They have some sort of hand in that and are selling some sort of value, or I guess an item in that timeline. So sundial growers, you guys, like I said, has been up significantly since the election day till now, somewhere around 600%. And a lot of things, are attributing to that. One, obviously, being that Republicans to Democrats in the Senate and in the presidential office, cannabis industry as a whole got a super, big boost from the Democrats leading, the White House and now in the Senate. And it's looking like cannabis should be legalized sometime soon. That remains to be seen exactly like the timeline on when that will happen. But state like Virginia, for example, in the South, just legalized cannabis as a recreational drug in 2024. And obviously, like I said previous videos regarding Sndl, if cannabis is legal at the federal level in the United States, it could be both positive and negative for a company like Sundial. Obviously, Sundial is a Canadian-based company, and they are also very established already. So for me, it's like if Sundial Growers is an established company in Canada, USA, legalizes cannabis at a federal level, then Sundial is already ready to go, can just move everything, commercialize in the United States, and hopefully do a very good job and be successful. But at the same time, there's a lot of companies, cannabis companies in the United States ready to go as soon as that legalization happens. So obviously the market would become more saturated, therefore, hindering Sundial's growth. But that's the first reason why I'm extremely bullish on Sundial, is just because of the Democrats and their power for at least the next 4 years and the overall cannabis movement becoming legalized in the United States. Second one is that this stock is extremely popular on Reddit, Wall Street Bets, and social media as a whole. It's just been one of those stocks that's been posted in the forums and has a lot of following behind it, a lot of short sellers, and they're trying to have a short squeeze for Sundial to upset the hedge funds and short sellers, and just a quick way to make a lot of money. And obviously, which is very true, because if you look at the volume for Sundial, extremely massive amount of volume, which makes complete sense given how cheap the stock is, and also it is in the marijuana sector. So it's very clear what they do, okay? It's not really something you need to explain. It's not really something, aside from their business metrics and financials, you need to do a lot of due diligence on as far as what they do as a company. I think that's very clear. So also at the same time, Wall Street Bets is very in favor of Sndl. I don't think a lot of people on actual Wall Street are really too keen on it. I don't think a lot of analysts that I know of have given Sundial a buy rating, which is something I don't really look too much into when I'm looking at stocks to potentially invest in and put on my watch list. I don't really take too much weight into analyst buy ratings. I like to do my own due diligence and make those decisions on my own. But I also wanted to talk about something regarding SNDL and why I think that, like I said, they didn't really have good business metrics and financials, but that is starting to somewhat change, you guys. And I think they're really moving in the right direction as far as their cash position goes. In their overall financials, I think things are starting to look up. So back on February 4th, you guys, Sndl announced the closing of a $74.5 million registered offering, and Sndl has now saying that they have $610 million in unrestricted cash. Okay, so that makes them essentially the top cannabis company in Canada as far as cash goes. So they have, or there's Canopy Growth, which is larger, and Kronos Group is also very large as well. But if you look at the comparisons to these companies, right? So for example, Afria somewhere around $450 million in revenue, and Sundial is only 61.8 million, right? But the cash and cash equivalent, Sundial has 610, okay, compared to Afria's only 144 million. So they have a lot of cash on their hand, but at the same time, I mean, having cash to me doesn't necessarily mean a stock is something that you need to immediately invest in or is definitely worth buying at the time. But it's just another positive value that I think Sndl has currently. Obviously, the legal status of cannabis in the United States plays a big role, and it's the pinpoint in where I think Sundial growers can really take off with. And I think they're really waiting to see where they want to put a lot of that capital because of that, issue of cannabis being legal at the federal level in the United States. So it should be clear, though, that I do think there is a lot of positive things regarding Sndl. I know a lot of you guys in the comments below really asked me to talk about Sndl. And I think that, along with the other article or the other press release of Sundial and Indiva announcing their $22 million strategic investment, I think this is also a very positive sign. And, just again, like I said, creating more value for Sundial growers. So basically what this is it's kind of just a strategic investment for Sundial in Indiva. Indiva is cannabis edibles. So if you guys know about edibles, very popular in the cannabis community. And this basically means that Sundial owns 18.5% of Indiva's issued and outstanding common shares. And Indiva actually is a small company, but growing somewhat at a nice, decent speed. And last 4 quarters, Indiva posted somewhere around almost $6 million in total revenue, which isn't great, but it's not bad. All right. So this is another strong thing that I like about Sundial growers as well. And going back to the chart here, you guys, if we take a look really quickly at the 5-day chart, right, we kind of have seen a gradual increase in Sundial as things are starting to take shape. Again, there was news of Virginia legalizing cannabis for 2024, so that kind of did something to a degree to Sundial growers, but we've seen it slowly grow, and then today has really taken off a little bit more, up to almost $1.40 where we are today. So I have a price entry target. I do have a good amount of shares of Sundial growers, but I have a price entry target of around $1.20, $1 to $1.15 of possibly trying to re-enter with more shares of Sndl at that time. That is currently where I'm looking for this stock to drop for me to enter more. But again, even at this price, I do think it's a stock to keep on your watch list if you have some extra funds looking to invest in a company that should be a long-term hold. Again, this is a long-term hold. So let me know if you guys are looking to get into some Sndl in the comments. Let me know also in the comments how many shares you do have. If you have any shares, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and as always, you guys have a great day.